As most of you know, I've been working really hard on tracking guitars and getting things recorded for my band's debut release that'll be coming out sometime next year. We're getting really close on a few songs, and so in the next few months you'll probably see some updates on a few individual releases on some of the tracks we're working on. I thought it would be fun today to sit down and talk about some of the gear I'm using to track guitars for these songs. This has been a very low budget, very DIY recording experience, so it's nothing too crazy, but I thought it'd be fun to walk through some of this. So this guitar, this Schecter Diamond Series C-1 Classic, you see a few guys with these. I got this guitar at a pawn shop when I was in junior high. I've had it forever. This is a guitar I can just never get rid of because I've played it to death. You can see all the gold hardware is just getting worn off, and I need to replace a bunch of stuff on it probably, but this is a really good sounding guitar. It's got the Duncan JB and Jazz pickups in it. It sounds great for recording. Originally, this was going to be the guitar that I would use on all the songs, but there's a couple other ones I want to show you that I think will work on a few of the different songs on the album. So this guitar, this is a Sterling by Music Man LK100D. So this is basically the Sterling version of the Steve Lukather, Ernie Ball Music Man guitars. This is actually a super solid guitar for the money. It has the DiMarzio Transition pickups in it, which are Steve Lukather's signature pickups. It's a great sounding guitar. It's like I said, I was going to use the Schecter to record most of these songs, but I restrung this guitar to sell it, and then I sat down and I tracked a song with it just to see how it sounded, and I really like the subtlety of these pickups. It has a lot of bite and kind of this aggressive sound, but if you roll off some of the gain, it kind of has some of that expression and subtlety of like a single coil. And so it has a really fun, versatile sound. I'm excited to use this on a few of the songs on the album. Alright, so you guys have seen me play this guitar in a bunch of videos. This one and then that white model back there. They're the exact same model. These are Kramer Baretta Specials. That one is actually my wife's guitar, but I've played that quite a bit. This is a great playing guitar. It's only $170 retail, which is insane. The pickup isn't anything super special, but I want to put a new pickup in it. That's one of the reasons you can tell that I broke a string here. Haven't changed it yet because I haven't put new strings on it because I want to put a new pickup in it. If you guys have any suggestions for great sounding pickups that'll fit in there with the slant like that, let me know because I would love to record with this guitar. There's a few tracks on the album that have that like 80s hair metal, glam metal kind of sound that would really be perfect to play on this guitar. I feel like I play this guitar really well, and so I'd love to get it sounding really good so that I can record on it. But yeah, this will probably show up on the album a few times. And there's just something super rock and roll about recording with a $170 guitar. There's a couple different things I'm using to track guitars on the album. I just picked up this GT1000 chord pedal, and essentially I've been using it to just record direct in. It's got this USB out, and so I can use it as an interface basically and just track guitar direct into the computer. Again, this is a very low budget DIY recording, so I'm doing it in my apartment. I can't really like mic up a big half stack or something. So this is a great option. The cool thing about it is I can track and get both the affected guitar signal and like the DI dry signal straight out of the pedal, and so it's great for like demoing because I can just go through and use a preset and track, and then I can go back and reamp the guitar if I want to get a more like studio professional sound, This is the Universal Audio Apollo Twin interface. This is an amazing interface. Funny story about this, I used to work at Guitar Center, and I bought one of these at a pretty big discount, and Universal Audio gave me access to all their plugins for free, just basically as like demos so that I could talk to customers about them, and be educated. And they're amazing plugins. If you know anything about the music industry, Universal Audio is like a standard that people use, all sorts of plugins for mixing and mastering and everything. And their guitar amp sims sound really good and really authentic. And anyway, it's been years now since I worked at Guitar Center, but those demos still haven't run out. So if you work for Universal Audio, please don't take them away because I still use them and I still talk to people about them and they sound great. But anyway, this is another great option for kind of silent recording, without having to cause a lot of noise because, again, you can track, just listen through your headphones, your monitors or whatever, and get the DI signal while you monitor the plugin, and so you can hear the amp and everything, but you can go back and reamp the DI signal however you want and experiment with different amp sims and stuff. So this is a really good option. It's not the cheapest interface in the world or anything, but I think in the long run, it's totally worth it. Just for the convenience of being able to track guitar using these amp sims. It's really, really awesome. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I just thought it would be fun to sit for a moment and talk about some of the things I'm using to track guitars on the album. If you like this kind of content, let me know, because we can definitely go more into depth about how we're recording everything. And make sure to stay tuned, because we'll have some updates coming on the album and on some songs we'll be releasing hopefully within the next few months. We're getting pretty close on a few of them, so that'll be awesome. Thanks for watching.